My neighbor bangs on my door at 7 a.m. and says, "Your truck destroyed my fence last night. My truck hasn't moved since yesterday afternoon." He's pointing at his yard. The wooden fence is smashed, posts broken, boards scattered across the grass. Wide tire tracks lead right up to the damage. "What are you talking about?" I say. "Don't play dumb." His wife is behind him taking photos on her iPhone. "Your Ford F-250. Those are truck tire marks. You're the only one on Maple Street with a truck that size. I didn't hit your fence. I parked at 5 p.m. yesterday. Haven't driven since. The damage happened overnight, between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. Your truck is the only vehicle that could make marks that wide." My hands start shaking. "Can someone please explain how my truck hit your fence when it's been sitting in my driveway all night? Maybe you were drunk. Maybe you don't remember driving it." His wife nods. "You came home late last night. We heard your engine. I came home at 5:30, watched Netflix, went to bed at 10. Then how do you explain my $800 fence?" "I don't know, but I didn't do it." He pulls out his phone. "I'm calling the police. This is property damage. Hit and run." Two officers arrive 30 minutes later. "Look at the fence. Look at my truck. Measure the tire marks with a tape measure. These tracks match your truck size," one officer says. "F-250. Same width, same aggressive tread pattern." My stomach drops. "I didn't drive it last night. Check my security camera. It's pointed at my driveway." They review the footage on my phone. My truck sits there all night, never moves. Headlights never turn on. "If your truck didn't move, how do we explain the tire marks?" the officer asks. "Someone else has a similar truck." My neighbor crosses his arms. "Nobody else on this street has an F-250. The other officer walks around my truck slowly, looks at the front bumper. "There's no damage here. If you hit a fence hard enough to break 4 posts like that, your bumper would be crushed." Everyone goes quiet. "Check for paint transfer," I say. My voice cracks. "If I hit the fence, there'd be wood marks on my truck." They inspect it with flashlights. No scratches, no paint, no wood splinters, nothing. The officer looks at my neighbor. "This truck didn't hit your fence. Then what did?" "Another truck, similar size, similar tires." My neighbor's face goes bright red. "There is no other truck on this street." A woman walks over from across the street. "I saw something last night." We all turn. "I was up at 2:17 a.m. with my baby. Looked out the window. Saw a dark truck backing out of a driveway." She points at my neighbor. "Not his driveway. Yours." My neighbor goes pale. "Nobody was at my house at 2 a.m. "Does anyone else have access to your property?" the officer asks. "Just my son, but he doesn't drive. He's only 16. No license yet." The officers exchange looks. "Does your son have access to a vehicle?" "No, we don't let him drive." "Can we see your garage?" My neighbor hesitates. "Why?" "Just open it." He walks to the garage, presses the button. The door opens. Inside is a dark blue Ford F-250, same size as mine. The front bumper is dented. Pieces of wood stuck in the grill. Fresh scratches on the paint. "Whose truck is this?" My neighbor stares at it. His mouth opens. "That's my work truck. I use it for construction jobs." "Does your son have the keys?" "He's not supposed to. They hang in the kitchen." The officers call into the house. "We need to speak with your son." The 16-year-old comes out, sees the truck, sees everyone staring, starts crying immediately. "I wanted to practice driving, just around the block. I backed out too fast, hit the fence, got scared, parked it back in the garage." "So you let your neighbor take the blame?" the officer asks. "I was going to tell Dad this morning, I swear." My neighbor's face is dark red now. His hands are shaking. "You drove my truck without permission, destroyed our fence, and you were going to let him get arrested?" The officers write up a report. "No charges against me. The son gets a ticket for driving without a license and property damage." My neighbor turns to me, won't make eye contact. His voice is barely audible. "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have accused you. I shouldn't have come to your door like that." His wife is already walking back to their house, face red, won't look at anyone. "The son drove his dad's work truck without permission, hit their own fence, let everyone think I did it, was going to let me get charged with hit and run. Now he's got a ticket and a damaged vehicle record, and I'm the one with security footage proving my truck never moved."